Tony, this Malik Hartford, he apparently can play some ball, play some safety, and one of the best players in Ohio, and going to be a Buckeye.
Yeah, I believe the number 11 safety in the 24/7 composite, like 6'3", 175 pounds or so, good range. You watch his highlights, and he's comfortable playing the deep safety, but then is also more than comfortable coming up to blow up a screen or support the run. But what I like about him is he does it under control. He can hit, but he's not out of control. He's not just throwing random shoulders at dudes and seeing what happens. He plays under control. I think what his impact next year may be on special teams because he blocked 6 kicks as a high school junior. That's placements, that's punts. That is he takes it seriously and is very involved with that. And that's really an area for a freshman to find a spot, find a role, as we saw Chris Olave in 2018 with his block punt against Michigan. But there's even clips of him as the long snapper at Lakota West and then getting down on a punt to make tackles. So he's all in on special teams. He understands the meaning of it. So I think that's also a good sign. But as Jim Knowles has said, the Ohio State defense is a safety-driven defense. So this is another good get for him. Good range, and it is certainly the ideal size for a safety, and he'll continue to add some weight.
Malik Hartford, it's good to see, Steve, another Ohio kid choose the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and also that school, Lakota West, becoming an Ohio State pipeline as well. When you talk about Tegra Tashbola, Jair Brown this past year in the 2022 class, and now you have your first guy from the 23 class from there. And reiterate a lot of what Tony said. Just seems like a big, rangy kid. It's going to make a lot of plays. He had 58 tackles, 2 interceptions. The team was 11-2 this past year. Went to the playoffs, obviously, to the 3rd round of the playoffs. And kid's a winner. He had a lot of offers. I think Alabama was a school that had offered him, Cincinnati, and a ton of others. So I think ranked around 150 or 145 or something like that in the composite. I think nationally, maybe a little bit higher by 24/7, I think. But individually, their network rankings. But in total, just again, can't take enough kids from Ohio that can play football to play at Ohio State. I don't think there's a limit on how many of those type players that you can take. And I think, again, this is a guy that's going to help them going forward, recruiting more and more players. I know that the class in the composite went from number 8 to number 6, I believe, yesterday after they added him into the rankings. So, again, I never get too wrapped up in the class rankings. I just look at it and say it's all going to work out. We just joke every year is a top 5 class regardless. So I don't worry and get too wrapped up about it, but definitely another good player in the fold for Ohio State. When you talk about Malik Hartford there from Lakota West.